Okay, guys, I'm back. I will cover some more regarding the grinding for exchange tokens. Um, or not exchange, exchange. I'm gonna say yada yada, like exchange tokens, exchange coins. I'll just call them exchange tokens. I don't know why I keep wanting to recorrect it, but because I was running into this issue. Like, for example, whenever you're uh, upgrading, like, let's say you're upgrading a Titan, you need exchange tokens to upgrade it. This is like 1k for each. It's 2.5k for each, I believe, over here. Or it's 1.25k. And over here is where it is 2.5k. Which, what I was doing before the grinding was a pretty inefficient method. Though, I mean, of course, actually, before, whenever I would leave it AFK, like overnight, and by how much AFK time I've done, I'll go ahead and show you guys. Well, that's how much time I played this. But most literally over 200 hours of AFK, I would say. I think so. Yeah, because I've AFK'd for over 200 hours, but a lot of it was for minor stuff, which was a really stupid decision. So, like, if you're AFKing to get exchange tokens, and then I might as well go over like what the reason why you would want to AFK for exchange tokens. But here's the thing, I realized it's not really effective to AFK for exchange tokens because even with, like, let's say, well, let's do this for example. This is here, just one enemy. You see, I'm only getting like 10 per kill. And as you see, I don't have no buffs on here for any drops. I don't have no buffs on for any drops. But I'll even go over here, show you this. I don't have any buffs or any drops right now. And reason I say it's kind of like, this kind of has to do with whenever I unlock, where is it? World 16, for example. I was too weak to even kill an enemy whenever, like, I was too weak. I was barely able to kill an enemy here. I was like, oh, it's gonna take forever for me to build. Which is like, this is like the main point where, this is like the main point where most of my exchange token, well, most of the reason why I do grind them whenever I do, is like, for example, whenever I did this, and then I got lucky because I decided to do, well, not really lucky, in like 200 rolls I only got the epic, which is not good. And then over here I got stand enough for like barely even 100 stand rolls and such, whatever. And then I got this, which is not really it's not really the greatest thing to do it like over AFK. Though AFK one, that one is AFK. The one main thing I AFK is like mostly things I need or wanted. Like, for example, the Slayer, what's it called? Breathing tokens. I AFK'd those for like uh I think almost 7, 8 hours. And this is without 2 times up. I got like 20, almost, I think almost 30,000. Yeah, almost 30,000 of those, which isn't too bad, but if you split it over the spawn time of them in a second, like, hold on, I'm going in circles. Like, if you put on the spawn time like this, it's not too good of an outlook if you're putting at their spawn time. Like you see, they spawn pretty quick. If you put it like that, then oh, it's not good. And now back to the topic. Well, I was already on the topic anyways. I know I keep going in circles, guys, like I'm jumping back and forth between it. I can't help it. Or if you guys are, want to watch me from time to time, or whatever, or if you're even a new viewer, yes, uh, it, I can't help it. It's something I do. I kind of jump back onto the same topic a lot of times, like as if I wasn't just discussing it. But back to the actual topic, which is the raids. Now, the one I was doing, and here's a tip. Um, I didn't actually start doing this for exchange tokens really until I made sure I had like the phantom of this, and then all of these, which yes I do have. I've had them for like 2 weeks now, almost 2 weeks. But and then after I got that, I started to do it, which I got this literally 2 days ago, which is when I decided to start doing this one to grind up the tokens. And actually, I miscalculated. It would be you'd be walking out with a smooth about 25,000. But if you don't have anything upgraded and stuff like your drop rate or stuff like that, you'd probably be walking out with maybe 3,000 of each, maybe 2 to 3,000 of each. You'd be walking out with, which would put you at like, don't know, like barely 10,000, like 10,000 or so. But if you have everything like max, just max for like drop rate and such like that, then you'd be walking out with like 20. You'd be walking out with like 20,000, 25,000, and then with 2 times, it's like almost 50,000 every full, like almost it's 50,000 just about every full one run through I do of this. And yes, my numbers were right. It takes about half an hour. I know this because I spent 2 hours and I timed it. It takes like 27 minutes if I remember right. Or 23, 27. I forgot which one. But I mean, if you think of that, like, yeah, you'd have to be busy yourself doing something else, and then obviously, let me go in real quick. Um, so if you're just sitting here, just trying to AFK it, this is the one thing I forgot to mention, guys. Is you know just how there's anti-AFK and it just rejoins you to the server. Well, if you're in a raid and it does that, um, it's gonna boot you out into the. It's gonna boot you out back in here. So like, I have plenty of keys. I have plenty anyways. But just saying like that, like what I do, I just busy myself doing something else, like reading, whatever, and then I like every I don't know 8 minutes or so, I just jump every 5 to 8 minutes. I just jump to make sure it resets that anti AFK timer so that it doesn't boot me out. And then uh, back onto this, if you guys haven't played it or so yet, this is one of the ones where uh, that's what I'm saying. Like most of the raids I've been doing lately are ones where I have most of what the rare stuff you can roll from like gotcha or whatever. But anyways, I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.